Aubameyang! Oh, brilliant! He took it first time and with devastating effect. Put through by Steve Bold. Would you believe it?
I don't want to waste what's left. The storms we chase.
The game, according to the referee, and Bergkamp certainly life in head.
No, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go.
Henri. What a goal!
Dance through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
He's in again. Pushed out by Bartes. Wiltor!
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another show. Listen, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. First and foremost, I want to apologize for being a little bit late. I say being a little bit late. I mean, what does that? I mean, Jesus, let me start that again. I want to apologize for not being here this week. I've been quiet. I've actually been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So I've been trying to sort out, I've been having the problems with thumbnails and stuff. So I've been trying to sort that out. I think I've got a few options now, which is good. And then also I've been working on some other stuff, working on a schedule for the new season. Throw into the mix that my guide dog has been ill. So I've had that to contend with as well. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a crazy week and I've not really had time to come on and do a stream, and I've not really been in the right headspace to do a stream. But yeah, I'm back now. So yeah, I just want to apologize for that first and foremost. But yeah, listen, it's all coming together nicely now. I've got things going forward, which I'll be talking about very, very soon in the near future. And then, this channel keeps growing. But yeah, I'm back with a live stream. So yeah, apologies for my absence. It's just been a little bit crazy. It's been absolutely insane. This week has just been one of these mad things. And I've been I was going to put out a video things like a couple of days ago, and then it all kicked off with my dog being ill. And so, yeah, it's just been mad. But yeah, I'm back again. And yeah, obviously there's been a bit going on with Arsenal as well, which is why I kind of wanted to come on and talk about this. Obviously, Albert Sambi Lokonga has signed. I'm going to talk about him in just a second. Obviously, Smith-Rowe signed. The US tour got cancelled because of COVID-19 being in the traveling Arsenal contingency that was going over to America. So obviously got all that to cover. But I just want to say hi to a couple of people. Big up to Joanne, who's in the building. Remember to hit the like button as well and subscribe if you are new. But yeah, let's talk about Albert Sambi Lokonga. And I've got to be honest, guys, I don't really know a lot about this kid. I've seen reports suggesting that he is the next De Bruyne, Fabregas, and who is the other guy? Apparently he was all rolled into one. But yeah, listen, I don't take those reports too seriously. We've seen it so many times, haven't we? Where a young player is dubbed the next Ronaldo, or dubbed the next Zidane, or dubbed the next Varane, or dubbed the next this, dubbed the next that. And it never really works out like that, does it? If we're being brutally honest. But yeah, like I said, I have to say I don't really know an awful lot about this kid. Hopefully he can come in and hopefully he can hit the ground running, and hopefully he can, maybe be one for the future. I think he might step into Dani Ceballos' shoes. Listen, we know that Dani Ceballos has obviously left, so we need somebody like on the fringes to kind of fill that position. And I think Lokonga may be the player to do that. But yeah, like I've seen a lot of reports, and like I said, these reports just go way over the top, don't they? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? These journalists and these agents that are fronting out the player and trying to get him a new deal, they're always overhyping them, aren't they? They're going, oh, yeah, sign this player as the next this, next that. You know, it's what they're there to do. But until we see him on the pitch, and from what I can gather, this is going to be one for the future with Albert Lokonga. Big up Mike as well in the chat. But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Mike says Ramsdale. Listen, I'm going to come on to Ramsdale a little bit later. But I just want to get these little bits out of the way first. But yeah, so Albert Sambi Lokonga, let me know what you think about him. I don't really know too much about him. Yeah, big up everybody in the chat who's wishing my my dog well. Yeah, he's on the mend. He's on the mend, so hopefully he gets better. But this is the second time in 2 to 3 weeks this has happened. So listen, we just have to wait and see, don't we? To be honest, just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, guys, do keep smashing the like button. Do keep subscribing if you're new to the channel. Also, let me know what you think of the thumbnail as well. Like I said, I've got a few options now with people designing them, and it's always good to have more than one option. So yeah, let me know what you think of it. Obviously, that's the one thing that's really been putting me off with try and find somebody to do them. But yeah, let me know what you think. I always like positive feedback, and let me know if it's not so great. Always like that feedback too. But yeah, Albert Sambi Lokonga, I just hopefully he's a decent player. But listen, time will tell, won't we? Time will tell on whether he's a good player or not. Okay, let's move on to Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe has signed a new deal, and I'm absolutely buzzing with this. Obviously, Aston Villa have been sniffing around him for a good while. You know, they've been sniffing around him for a good while. So hopefully now the fact that he has put pen to paper, and he's been given the number 10 shirt as well, which is decent. The fact that he's put pen to paper is, yeah, listen, it's good that we've managed to keep hold of him, because I think he's going to be an important season for him this season as well. You know, with Smith-Rowe. So I'm actually happy that he's signed. But the one thing that we have to do is be patient. We have to be patient with Smith-Rowe, because cool, yeah, is he? He's not the finished article, so we've got to be cautious, and we've got to just be patient with him and let him develop, because he's still a young kid, got bags of talent. We all know that. But we've just got to be cautious with him. So yeah, it's mad. Big up Omar. So yeah, Mike says Emil Smith-Rowe, number 10. Villa was sniffing around. Yeah, they were with Smith-Rowe. And then, do you know the thing is as well, right? Yeah, the fact that we've managed to keep him, because I think he will be a good player in a couple of years' time once he develops even more. I think he's going to be a real talent. We can already see that, can't we? In flashes that he's pretty decent. So yeah, like I think that's going to be good. That the fact that we've signed him, the fact that we've signed him up to a new deal, and the fact that he's committed, and the fact that he's put pen to paper. You know, like I'm not sure, but if he went to Aston Villa, I think, like honestly, it would have just says how we are as a football club, wouldn't it? Really, if we let him go to Aston Villa and accepted those bids. If we had accepted those bids, then it would have just been absolute catastrophe. But the fact that he signed, the fact that he has put pen to paper, I actually find it really good. And I think, like I said, it's going to be a big season for him this season. It's going to be an absolute massive season for him, especially if we don't sign anybody else. Like, I'm hoping that we do sign somebody else because we need a more experienced attacking midfielder. And like with the Lokonga deal as well, we need another more experienced midfielder to come in. We need to bulk up that midfield because we need another experienced midfielder to come in and partner Thomas Partey. I don't think if Lokonga and Tavares were the only signings, then listen, that's just going to be a disastrous transfer window. And I'm not saying that Tavares and Lokonga aren't going to be decent players, but when you look at the depth that we lack, when you look at the players that we need, if that was our only signing, if there were our only signings, I think most Arsenal fans would turn around and say, do you know what? That's an appalling transfer window. So now we've got to go and bring in the big names. We've got to go and bring in those big names because we need reinforcements. Big up in Zero Sentiment FC. It says Emil Smith-Rowe hustled the club for the 10. Yeah, I think he deserves it though, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think he deserves the number 10, and I think we should see him there more often. I just hope that Arteta they haven't given him the number 10 shirt, and then Arteta's going to put him in like out of position. I think he could make that position his own this season. But like I said just a minute ago, he needs backup. He absolutely needs backup. He hasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, he needs to be given support. ESR hasn't earned the number 10 yet. 6 months isn't enough. Giving him the 10 at his age is small. Is a bit small. Club is a bit small. Club Tim Pot. I sort of got your comment there. Apologies as well. My screen reader was a bit screwing around with that, trying to read that out. But I kind of get what you mean. But you know, the thing is, though, I actually think giving him that shows faith in him. Giving him the number 10 shows faith in him. And I think he can make that position his own. But like I said, guys, we've got to be patient with Smith-Rowe. He's still a young kid. You know, a lot of people could argue about giving him the number 10 shirt at this age. But I actually think the fact that we're looking to the future, I think that's a good thing. Because at least now, we're not actually buying aging number 10s that are over the hill. I think putting the faith in a kid for the future, I think that can only mean good things. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't need backup. I'm not saying that he doesn't need support in that position. He does. He needs a more experienced player to come in and do that. But actually putting faith in him and giving him that responsibility, I think that could be good. How long is ESR's contract? Do you know what? I didn't actually see how long his contract was. I think it's a couple of years. Right, let's have a look here in the comments. Okay, 5 years. Static says 5 years to 2026. So a 5-year deal. That's not bad, to be fair. That's not you know what I mean? That's not bad. 5 years is pretty decent contract for a player of his age. Do you know what I mean? 5 years is pretty decent for a player of his age. But yeah, guys, like I said at the top of the show as well, let me know what you guys think about the thumbnails. Like I said, I've got a few options now. I'm actually in a lot better position than I was at the beginning of the week. I was sort of panicking a little bit because the visuals is one of the things that, you know, you've got to get right with YouTube. And yeah, I'll be really struggling, but I've got loads of options now. So I'm a lot more happier, a lot more comfortable, so I can just keep banging out the content. Joanne says here, do you think we can get James Maddison after he put in a transfer request? Has he? Do you know what? Like, I've not really seen much in the way of transfers, because like I said at the top of the show, I've been having a crazy week with my dog being ill and the heat, and then trying to do work behind the scenes for the channel. But yeah, I've not really seen it. Do you know what, with this James Maddison thing, yeah, I actually think that we could possibly get him, but we've got to pay the money, haven't we? I've seen reports. I think I did see one report at the beginning of the week suggesting that we could give Leicester Maitland-Niles in some sort of swap plus cash deal with Leicester for James Maddison. So yeah, I don't know. I would take James Maddison. I think if we had James Maddison and Smith-Rowe, I'd be happy with that. And I think most Arsenal fans would be happy with that. But do you know what, guys? We've got to get in these big signings now. And when I say big signings, I'm not after ones that, you know, are completely unrealistic. I'm just after signings that we need. We still need a defensive midfielder for Thomas Partey. We've not got that yet. And as the title says in my video, Lokonga and Smith-Rowe signed, but who's next? Who is next? And obviously we've got Tavares as well. But not nearly enough. I've seen reports as well that we're being linked to Max Aarons. Would you guys take Max Aarons? I would take him in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Big up James Dunlop. He says, afternoon, Daniel, afternoon. All hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Do remember, guys, keep smashing that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. On the road to 3,000 subscribers. I feel like I've been stuck at 2,040 subscribers for a long time. So yeah, like this mad. So do subscribe if you haven't done so already. But yeah, I'm good, James. How are you? Big up Joanne Smith as well. Both Joannes are in the chat. So big up to you. Omar says, I don't care what number he's wearing. I want to see performances on the pitch. Talking about Smith-Rowe there. I agree with you, Omar. I think it doesn't really matter what number he wears as long as he does it on the pitch. But like I said as well, we got to be patient. We can't expect world-class performances every single week. We have to remember that this kid is still young. Absolutely still young. You know what I mean? Good news about Smith-Rowe. I rate your young players. It's your more experienced players that let you down consistently, says James Dunlop. Yeah, you're right. And it is the experienced players. That's why now when we buy experience, we've got to buy experience that can still perform. We can't buy aging Chelsea players that are no good. Although I have actually seen reports as well linking us to Tammy Abraham. Oh, my God. I tell you what, if we end up signing Tammy Abraham, I don't know how I feel about that. He's a young player, but apparently they want like 40 million for him. I won't pay 40 million for Tammy Abraham. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. It's just total insane. Grant says Maddison wants to move to Arsenal, plus him and Rodgers don't get along. Joanne says, what do you think of Harry Kane being worth 160 million? I don't know about that. I couldn't care less about Tottenham players and other players. I'm just more focused on Arsenal right now. Let's have a look. Pick up Mr. Bungle. I'm old school. You need to be a top boy, get number 10 like Birdcamp or Ozil. Only at the top. Put it. Hold on. Let me read that last comment again. Jesus Christ. At the top, Ozil putting Graf to earn it like Jack Wilshere. Do you know the thing is, right? Yeah. I don't know how you can put Mesut Ozil in that category of Dennis Birdcamp because Ozil was atrocious. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't even throw Ozil into that camp. Ozil was absolutely fucking dog shit. Let's be honest here. And I'm probably gonna every time I mention how crap Ozil is, I always lose a couple of subs because people seem to bloody rate Ozil. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look here. Ramsdale has been mentioned on Sky Sports News being linked to us for £32 million. Right, let's talk about this Aaron Ramsdale because I see it's been in the chat a little bit. Aaron Ramsdale, I don't want anywhere near Arsenal Football Club. He is the shittest goalkeeper in the Premier League last season. He's not worth £32 million. If we did sign him for £32 million, I would go and headbutt the wall repeatedly 10 times and hopefully it knocks me out. And then I wake up and hopefully I think it's all a dream. That's what I think of Aaron Ramsdale. He's a total shit keeper. He's not good enough. He's total bollocks. I don't want him anywhere near Arsenal. If we sign Aaron Ramsdale, honestly, I might as well just stick my head in the oven, turn it up to 200 degrees and say, see you later, guys. Because if we sign Aaron Ramsdale, I am not going to be happy. He's not good enough. He's shit. He's not worth £32 million. That, in my opinion, if we sign him, that's money wasted that could be spent on a Basuma or a Madison or a Nawar. Yeah, James Madison. Aaron Ramsdale, not for me. Total crap. Static says, I want Max Aarons now. Yeah, I would like to see Max Aarons. I would love to see Max Aarons. Daniel, I think the club see Partey as a DM, which is wrong which is, in my opinion, he's a box-to-box. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think he's better as a box-to-box as well. He is a defensive midfielder, but I think he can do multiple things, Thomas Partey. I think playing box-to-box and defensive suits his performance. But yeah, it's mad. Ozil and Wilshere would still be cleaning Bergkamp's boots. Sorry, Ozil fans, says Static. You're right there, mate. Ozil from Madrid earned the 10 shirt, not Ozil for the last 4 years. Not Ozil 4 years later. Yeah, exactly. For Madrid, he was decent. And do you know what? I actually watched highlights of that game when England lost to Germany in 2010. And he was outstanding in that game. Do you know what I mean? Ozil was outstanding in that game. So maybe getting him the Ozil of 2010. But yeah, the Ozil of now, he's just washed up and finished. You know what I mean? The conversation on Sky states that he saved the Blades from getting hammered. Saved the Blades from getting hammered from several performances. Yeah, do you know the thing is, Mike, right? Yeah, I don't want Aaron Ramsdale anywhere near Arsenal. I think he's total bollocks. He's total rubbish. And it's not hard, isn't it, to be the best player in that Sheffield team, is it? Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal should get Fraser Foster. He's a very good keeper, says Grant. He is a good keeper, to be fair. I would take him. Yeah, it's mad. It's total mad. I don't want Aaron Ramsdale, honestly. I really don't want Aaron Ramsdale. But yeah, listen, you guys are obviously I've been going for 24 minutes. So yeah, I'll read some more comments out. Yeah, let me know what you think of Tammy Abraham being linked to Arsenal as well. But yeah, do keep smashing the likes, guys. It's so important. And subscribe if you are new. But yeah, it's mad. Honestly, I don't want Tammy Abraham neither. I honestly don't want him. Like, if we pay that money for him, I've seen reports as well that we could be taking him on a loan. I don't want him. I really don't want him. He ain't good enough. And to be honest, if I'm being brutally honest, I don't want any more Chelsea players that aren't good enough. Like, I'm fed up. Are we just like now a feeder club for Chelsea where they send all their shit retiring players? I know Tammy Abraham's not retiring. Obviously, he's still a young kid. But are we just now a club just to take Chelsea rejects? Because that's what it feels like. If we get Tammy Abraham, it's just going to be, I don't know, like, maybe that's just me. Maybe he might come in, he might be a good player, but I don't know. I don't really want him. Like, I think we should be looking at Basuma. See, if we get Basuma and Maddison, and then maybe get a striker, because we need another striker, in my opinion. Especially with, you see, like, Aubameyang's form is just dipped. But if we get a Basuma, Maddison, and Max Aarons, I'll be relatively happy with that as a transfer window. A Basuma, Maddison, Max Aarons, then it'll be Lokonga, Tavares. Then maybe if we can push on and get a striker, I'll be relatively happy with that as a transfer window. But obviously, it just depends. I'm not really fussed about Aaron Ramsdale. If we get him either, I don't know. Like, we need a good backup keeper. Like, I don't know what happened with this bloody Anana thing. It just all fell apart, didn't it? But yeah, it's just crazy. Honestly, I don't know. It's mad. Let's have a look. Abraham, no thank you, says Static. I tell you who should not be at Arsenal. Aubameyang or cash in. Cashing on him, but it won't happen, not with his wages. Yeah, honestly, I'll have to. I look at Aubameyang, and I've been a big supporter of Aubameyang, as you guys know on this channel. But I look at Aubameyang and think, do you know what? I've had enough of him as well. He needs to go. He's crap. We just need to get rid of these shit players that just keep letting us down week in, week out. No more Chelsea rejects, please, says Static. Yeah, no more Chelsea rejects. Fuck Chelsea. I don't want to sign any more Arsenal players after Iwobi. God, how daft is my club paying 40 million? Yeah, we got a good deal. That's the only transfer deal where we actually come out of it looking good, when we got 40 million for Alex Iwobi. Like, I look at other players, when I look at other transfer dealings, and our transfer dealings has been so crap. But I look at that Alex Iwobi deal, and yeah, we come out of that looking good, really, didn't we? And Anna's going to Leon as reports now, says Nitesh. Big up, Nitesh. Hope you're well. It's been a while, Nitesh. I've not spoken to you for absolutely ages. But it's been a while. I've been really quiet. But yeah, I hope you're well. Yeah, it's a shame. If we were in the driving seat to get him, and he would have only cost about £6 or £7 million as well. So I would have taken him, and I still would take him. But yeah, it's just pants, isn't it? The Arsenal just seem to fuck around for ages and not actually get things done. But yeah, you got to factor in as well. The season starts on the 13th of August. You know, the season starts on the 13th of August, so we need to get moving. We'll buy shit because we're shit. LOL. Tammy is the lanky Nketiah. No more Chelsea. No more Chelsea full-still strikers. Rather keep Laka or Danny Ings, or get Danny Ings. But the club are looking at it from a resale point. Resale. Yeah, I don't want Tammy Abraham. He's just total crap. I don't want him. Let's have a look. Rafa is better than Mikel Arteta. I wish Arsenal had Rafa. Yeah, I think we all wish Arsenal had Rafa. I wish we all had. We don't know what it is to buy good players, says Joanne. Yeah, it's mad. It's just total crazy. It's so fucking crap, innit? So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for transfers. I want to talk about obviously our failed preseason tour of the US, because obviously it got announced on Tuesday that our tour had been cancelled because players testing positive for COVID-19. I don't think it was players actually. I think it was part of the staff going that tested positive, and I think from what the report I saw suggested there was about 80%, 80 people going, there was part of the traveling party. But yeah, I don't know, like it's mad as well because we've missed out on 2 preseason games now. I don't even know what they're going to do about trying to get 2 more friendlies, because obviously we got that Arsenal-Chelsea game with that Mines game, haven't we? Against Chelsea, which I'm actually going to that game. I've got tickets for that game on the Sunday, so I will be doing a match day vlog for that game, the Arsenal-Chelsea Mines charity game. So yeah, I'll be going to that game, so I'll be doing a match day vlog for that game. But yeah, I actually look at this pre-season thing, and we do need to get 2 more friendlies in there, and I don't think the club as yet have announced anything, which is a bit mad, isn't it? It's a bit crazy. But yeah, I just hope that we can get 2 more friendlies in there, maybe in this country, because I think travel outside of this country right now is a bit difficult. But yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? I feel sorry for all the American fans that support Arsenal that don't get to watch Arsenal on a week in, week out basis, like someone like myself who's a season ticket holder. I feel sorry for those guys that actually have bought tickets and that were looking forward to seeing their team in the flesh, now not going to do that. So I do feel sorry for the American supporters. But it's a shame. It's a real shame. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Big up Sam's in the chat. He says, hope you're well. He says, what about a sneaky bid for Ollie Watkins? Do you know, that's not a bad shout, you know. I would take him. I would take him, but I don't think Villa are going to sell him. I honestly don't. I think Villa will just turn around and say, you wouldn't let us have Smith-Rowe. We're not letting you have Ollie Watkins. All good. I've been busy with my work, says Nitesh. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Mike says, what do you think about Arteta? 1 more season / chance. I think Arteta, if he doesn't hit the ground running this season, I think he should be gone. I think this summer and maybe the first 6 games is going to ultimately decide whether Arteta stays in a job or not. Because if we don't get our shit together in this transfer window and sign players that we actually need, and then go into the season and lose all 6 games, which we've got a tough opening, haven't we? You know, we've got Man City, Chelsea, Spurs in there, Burnley. They're not an easy game. Obviously Brentford. So yeah, like that's not going to be an easy game. Newly promoted, they're at home as well. So yeah, I think 6 games. Arteta's got 6 games, and if he doesn't get it right and doesn't start winning games, then yeah, his job's going to be under threat. Because I don't think, with the way that we keep declining, the way that we need to get back into the top 4, I don't think you can keep him in a job until Christmas. And the reason I say that is because this league is so competitive now. The Premier League is so open. If we hold on until maybe Christmas and give him an opportunity until Christmas, if things aren't going well, then we're going to find ourselves in the same position that we were last season, in 8th place, 9th place. I honestly look at the players that we've got now, and I still think that with the players we've got now, we're not even going to make top 12. When you look at what other teams are potentially doing. So, yeah, like obviously it's mad. So, yeah, I don't think you can keep Arteta in a job until Christmas in the hope that things are going to change. Because if we don't get it right this season, guys, if we don't get back into that top 4, even get Europa League again, we're going to be in a very difficult position going forward. And we're already in a very difficult position. You know, players are turning us down because we've not got any European football. Players that we need are turning us down because we've not got any European football. So, yeah, it's just total crazy. It's total mad. So if Arteta, for me, if we lose the opening 6 games, he's got to go. And we're quite capable of losing the opening 6 games. So, yeah, I think for me, 6 games. Let's have a look here. If Arsenal fail to get into Europe this season, then Arteta should be gone. No excuses this season, says James. Don't worry, they're not missing much about the American fans. Let's have a look here. Where's that comment here? Brentford are going to be up for it big time, says Mike. There they are. They honestly are. Brentford are going to be up for it. And I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't want to see fucking us lose our opening 6 games, but I can't see us getting. I don't know. Maybe Burnley, we could probably get something. But like I said, that's not going to be an easy game. Obviously, then we got Spurs. Man City and Chelsea, those are going to be 2 tough games. Chelsea, you'd think maybe the more likely of getting a result there because we're at home. But Man City, you're looking at that game and thinking that's going to be a big test. The likelihood is we're not going to get anything out of that game. So, yeah, guys, it's going to be a tough season. I said this for a long time, and I said, roll up your sleeves and make sure you've got your seatbelts fastened because it's going to be a difficult, bumpy. It's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be great, is it? This season, but yeah, it just depends on what happens in the transfer window because the transfer window as well is going to decide how bad we do. And if we don't get our business right, which at the moment I'm getting worried, guys. Gotta be honest, I'm getting seriously worried about our transfer business and lack of it, and the fact that we've only signed a backup left back and a kid for the future. Shit. Actually, one more player I wanted to talk about, which it looks like it's going to get done, is Ben White. What do you guys think on about the signing of Ben White as well? I forgot to talk about that at the top of the show, and it just come to me now. So, yeah, what do you guys think about the signing of Ben White? Do you think he'll be a good signing for us? Do you think the price tag is too much? Or do you think that actually we're just paying English tax? We're just paying English tax and, he might be a good player. He might be a player that we need. But me personally, I look at Ben White and actually think that, yeah, we paid over the odds, no questions asked. But, like I say, his English tax. Is he going to be a good signing? I don't know. I think the way I'm looking at it at the moment is that we have bigger priorities. And I think that at the moment, I think we're wasting that money that could be used on areas of the pitch that we actually need to strengthen. Because I don't think we needed Ben White. We had Saliba. We've sent him back out on loan. To me, the Ben White situation didn't really make sense and doesn't make sense. And if it is confirmed, and if it does get confirmed, which is looking like that it is, we've just agreed a £50 million £100 deal for him, and we've just got to wait for him to get back off his holiday and do the medical and all the paperwork and that. But I just look at it and I think we're wasting money. We could be using that on a Basuma or using that money towards James Maddison. You know, we had William Saliba. We could have used him, but we decided to send him back out on loan. So, yeah, I don't know. This Ben White thing, I'm not over the moon about it, if I'm being brutally honest. Apparently government are telling clubs and staff, telling clubs that players and staff have to be double vaccinated now to be part of the new season. That wouldn't surprise me. Here's Daniel. I need to go take care. No worries, James. Let's have a look. Static says I gotta go take care. They got outgunned. Ben White will struggle. Price tag, but English tag. We should have used the money on. We should have used Saliba and the money on weak midfield. Exactly. My thoughts exactly, outgunned. Thank you. Thank you for posting your comment. Yeah, guys, do hit the like button. Do subscribe if you are new. Would really appreciate that. But yeah, listen, I'm going to wrap this show up. I'm going for 40 odd minutes. I will be back Monday with another show. Like I said, I'll be back. These 1 p.m. streams, I'm going to keep this time because a lot of you guys like this time, and I did it last season and it worked really well. So I'm going to try and, when I do solo streams, I'm going to try and keep it at this time at 1 p.m. The daily streams at 1 p.m. Also, I'm going to try and line up a few guests as well over the next week or so. And yeah, we just got to wait and see what happens, haven't we? But yeah, listen, big up to you guys. Like I said, got big plans going forward. And I'll keep saying this, but I'm actually working stuff out. So yeah, listen, I'll be back Monday because I don't think a lot will happen unless something breaks with Arsenal related. If something breaks, then I'll be back at the weekend or something. But if nothing breaks, then I'll be back Monday with another stream. Like I said, look out for that match day vlog. Will be on the 1st of August when I go to the Arsenal v Chelsea Mines games. We'll be doing that. But yeah, like I said, I'm back now, back on a regular basis with the content. So yeah, unless anything breaks, see you all Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Smash the like button, smash subscribe button, and I'll catch you all on Monday. Take care, guys.